Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Firestorm Games' Deathwatch Overkill unboxing video. In the first video we took a look at the miniatures that make up this game, both the Deathwatch Kill Team and also the Genestealer Cult as well. Now this time we're actually going to be looking at all of the game items that you get in this box set, which allows you to actually play the game of Overkill. So let's open this up and take a look at the all of the game elements inside. So here in front of me I have all of the non-miniature items in the box set that I've got here. So first of all, we've got some cards for the Genestealer, as you can see by the Genestealer symbol on the back there. We've got all of the actual stat cards for both the Deathwatch Kill Team and also the Genestealer Cult as well. We've also got this nice acrylic ruler here. You can see here we've got all the ranges detailed on there. So we've got assault range, combat range, and also maximum range as well. So it's quite nice and flexible. You can see through it as well, so you can see exactly how far you need to measure. We also get a bag of 6 little dice here, you can just about see. We also get the Deathwatch Overkill book, which I'll be looking at separately. And finally, the card tiles, which actually make up the game playing area itself. So I'll be looking at all of these areas separately. So let's get started by taking a look at the rules. So first of all, we have the rulebook here for Overkill, and inside we've got quite a lot of background, and it's kind of split into these like 2 sections here. So each page has on the left here a section about the background and a little bit of kind of flavour behind the Overkill game, and on the right we have these white sections which detail the rules. So start off with the introduction. This section here details all of the different items that you get in there. All the rules are kind of laid out in the same way. You've got a diagram usually to explain certain concepts. So the first one is the different phases. We've got the movement phases, how to move, how to perform ambushes, attacking, different weapons, different special weapon abilities. Very, very straightforward in terms of its rule sets. The cards are, as I'll explain when I get to them, pretty much contain the whole stat lines, and instead of having stats you just have a number of dice and what value you need on those dice to achieve a certain result. Well, about halfway through we come to this page which gives you an idea of all the miniatures that we actually get in the set. So we've got the Deathwatch Kill Team, all of the members here, really nice kind of reference pointing for when you actually come to paint your miniatures. Next we have the Genestealer Cultist, so we have all of the different Genestealers and all labelled as well, which makes life a lot easier when you come to actually playing the game. And then we continue with all of the different missions that we get in the game. So there's several different scenarios. We're using different game tiles. Each of the ambush points and starting positions are all labelled, and each of them has different numbers of kill team that are in use, and also different objectives as well. You can see quite a variation in the way that the boards are laid out. So that was the rule book itself. On the back here we just have a quick kind of reference sheet that gives you an ideas for all the different Genestealer Cult profiles on the back there as well. Overall, very nice rulebook, very, very simple rule set. The actual rules could be laid out slightly better though. Having them kind of split up between all the background and the fluff was probably not the best idea. I would have preferred it if they were all in a single sequence, and then all the background fluff was together in the beginning or something. So now that we've looked at the actual rulebook, let's move on to taking a look at some of the cards. So the first set of cards that we're having a look at are the Gambit cards. Now these are used by the Genestealer, and there's basically, these are drawn. You draw a hand of these each turn, randomly shuffled, and each card has 2 effects. You can either use it as an ambush, which means you can place it flat down on a board entrance, and then you can, in your movement phase, you flip them over, and then you can spawn the model that's detailed in the ambush section, just in case it's a Genestealer Patriarch. Alternatively, any point during your phase, which usually says on these sections, you can actually perform a special move. So this is, play this card at the start of any phase, pick one of your wounded models anywhere on the board, that model is no longer wounded. So it's essentially a healing card. There's lots of different things that do different things. So you've got unbelievable swiftness, surprise attack, hidden path, sudden strike, lots of different kind of card effects. These really kind of nice kind of way to play the game. It gives the Genestealer a slight edge over the Space Marines, but the Space Marines are a lot more powerful than the Genestealers. So the next set of cards that we have are the stat cards, and now these are the stat cards. So we get 1 for each of the Space Marine Kill Team. You can see there I've got more detailed along with some artwork for each character. And then we come to the 3 characters for the Genestealer. So we've got the Magus, the Primus, and also the Patriarch as well. Now the normal rank and file Genestealer Cultist troops don't have stat cards, because the reason why is when you flip these over, it denotes that that particular character is wounded. Now the normal rank and file, once they're wounded, they get removed from the board. So as I mentioned here, all of the dice are pretty much, all the stats are denoted by these dice. So in this, for example here, in the assault phase, this character can roll 3 dice, so he needs 3s on those to hit. We've got the combat value, the max value as well. We've also got the speed of the character, the armor save, and also a special rule for each of the characters as well. So you can see we've got quite a variation of different characters, a lot of them have specialising in different roles. The nice thing as well is that in the scenarios you can pick your own kill team, you can choose which ones to take, so you really kind of tailored to your own playstyle. So now that we've looked at the cards, let's move on to taking a look at the game tiles. So next we have the tiles that make up Deathwatch Overkill, and we've got 8 of these all together. Now these are all double-sided, as you can see here. They're also this kind of like hard, this thick card, as you can just about make out on the edge there. They're all embossed as well, much like the Space Hulk and Assassin Norm games if you've played those as well. Now all of these feature a walkway theme. So on this one here we've got a larger room, kind of like an inner sanctum with a throne there. Flipping them over, we've got different examples of walkways, all in different colours and stylings. Lots of variations to choose from. I really like the styling of these as well, very much Baroque in their feel, very much in keeping with the rest of the 40k kind of background and scenery. So now we've looked at the game tiles, let's get an overall summary for this box set. So that was Deathwatch Overkill. Overall, really nice and straightforward game to play. In conjunction with all the miniatures that you get in here, it really is a great box set to pick up. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, this box set is currently available on the Firestorm Games web store for £85, so I'll pop a link in the description below, which will take you directly to there. And if you enjoyed this unboxing, both this part 1 and part 2, do let us know in the comments below, and until next time, thanks for watching, and goodbye.